How could you possibly defend the idea that you could warp the structure of reality and get away with it? Who do you think you are? You can't just lie to other people, because what you say becomes you, especially if you practice it, because we build ourselves out of words, and that can be lies in action too. It's like, don't say things you know to be false. That's a good start. I have never ever seen anyone ever get away with anything, not even once. All that means is you're too stupid to see what your lies cause, or too blind or too self-deceptive. You just don't see it, and so you don't get away with anything, nothing. It's terrifying to actually understand that. It's terrifying. And psychopaths have no conscience, they lie all the time. Well, how do they get away with it? They don't. They have to move because people figure out who they are, and then they have to move on. And so you could say, well, that's getting away with it. No. No long-term relationships, no love, no trust, no brotherly affection, no friends, and generally no financial success, not in a real sense. So how is that getting away with it? And then you might say, well, I've got away with it so far. Okay, maybe you have, or maybe you're just too dim to see the consequences, because you've blinded yourself, and only God knows who you could have been if you wouldn't lied your way to where you are now. You know, they say, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. That's that judgmental God. You violate your conscience, you will pay. That's hell. You become what you practice, and if you withdraw and lie, you become a lying coward. That's what happens. So is that what you want? You might think, well, no one will come after me. It's yes, they will. Part of it is also realizing and really understanding in some way that there's no escape. There's no safe path. There's a noble path. There's an honorable path. But there's no safe path, and possibly you wouldn't want that anyways because, well, who are you exactly? Look at you. Every single one of your ancestors has stayed alive for 3.5 billion years. That's a lot. And so what makes you so sure you're built for safety? What makes you so sure that that's what we should strive for? And then if you want adventure, I'll tell you an adventure. What an adventure is you tell the truth as nearly as you can, and you'll have the adventure of your life, that's for sure. And so that's part of this issue of male power. How do you keep male power noble and virtuous? With the truth. Lies turn competence into tyranny. So don't lie unless you want to be an incompetent tyrant. And you think that's easier. In some ways, I suppose, it's easier because you can slide into that, but existentially, it's hell. And hell has this weird quality because it feels like it's eternal. Remember, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard.